Do we control our desires, or do our desires control us? This is a question that resonates with the core of our existence. It provokes us to ponder the essence of our actions and the driving forces behind them. In this fast-paced world, where immediate gratification is often the norm, self-discipline can be a challenging virtue to uphold. It's about balancing our desires and taking the reins of control. It's about choosing long-term benefits over short-term pleasures. Now, let's delve into a philosophy that has championed the art of self-discipline for centuries: Stoicism. Originating from the vibrant city of Athens over 2,000 years ago, Stoicism provides invaluable insights into self-discipline. It teaches us to temper our desires, to find tranquility amidst chaos, and to focus on what's truly within our control. In the face of life's tumultuous waves, Stoicism offers a beacon of self-discipline. Let's journey together to untangle the threads of this ancient wisdom. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, holds the key to mastering self-discipline. This time-tested philosophy, rooted in the wisdom of some of the greatest thinkers of antiquity, provides a practical framework for cultivating inner strength and resilience. Let's delve into the fascinating world of Stoicism. Picture a philosophy that's not merely a collection of abstract ideas, but a practical guide for leading a meaningful and fulfilled life. Stoicism is that philosophy. It teaches us to focus on what is within our control and to accept what is beyond it with equanimity. In the context of self-discipline, Stoicism is not about stern self-denial or rigid control. Rather, it champions the principles of endurance, acceptance, and mindfulness. Endurance in Stoicism is not about enduring pain for its own sake. Instead, it's about developing the strength of character to withstand life's challenges. It's about cultivating resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity, to keep moving forward despite obstacles. Acceptance is another cornerstone of Stoic self-discipline. It's about acknowledging the reality of a situation, understanding its nature, and accepting it as it is, without letting it sway our emotional equilibrium. This acceptance is not passive resignation, but a proactive understanding that enables us to respond to life's challenges effectively, with grace and composure. The third principle, mindfulness, is about being fully present in the moment, conscious of our thoughts, feelings, and actions. It's about observing ourselves without judgment, understanding our impulses and reactions, and making conscious choices rather than succumbing to knee-jerk reactions. Through these principles, Stoicism equips us with the tools to master self-discipline. It empowers us to take charge of our minds, to regulate our emotions, and to act with purpose and integrity regardless of external circumstances. So in essence, Stoic self-discipline is not about imposing strict rules or punishing ourselves for perceived failures. It's about fostering a deep understanding and acceptance of ourselves and the world around us. It's about cultivating a mindset that enables us to navigate life's ups and downs with grace, resilience, and equanimity. Stoic self-discipline is about understanding and accepting the ebb and flow of life. Stoicism teaches us three main principles of self-discipline: control, acceptance, and detachment. Let's delve into the first principle, control. Stoicism advises us to focus on what's within our control and let go of the rest. This notion doesn't mean adopting a defeatist attitude, but rather understanding our sphere of influence. Things within our control include our thoughts, actions, and reactions. For instance, we can't control the weather, but we can control how we respond to it. If it rains, we can either complain about it, or we can simply grab an umbrella and go about our day. By focusing on what we can control, we reduce unnecessary stress and anxiety, thereby exercising self-discipline. Next, we have acceptance. This principle is about acknowledging reality as it is, not as we wish it to be. Stoics believe that we suffer not from events in our lives, but from our judgment of these events. If we miss a train, we can either berate ourselves for not leaving earlier, or we can accept the situation and use the extra time productively. Acceptance isn't about passivity, but about freeing ourselves from the shackles of unhelpful judgment and emotional reactions. It is a form of self-discipline that allows us to respond to life's ups and downs with equanimity. Lastly, we come to detachment. Stoicism encourages us to detach ourselves from external things and situations. This doesn't mean abandoning worldly possessions or relationships, but rather not letting them define our happiness or self-worth. Consider a promotion at work. While it's perfectly fine to strive for it, our contentment shouldn't hinge on achieving it. If we get it, great. If not, it doesn't diminish our worth or happiness. This detachment is a form of self-discipline that keeps us grounded, no matter what life throws at us. These principles, however, are not isolated. They interlink and reinforce each other. Control helps us distinguish between what we can and cannot change, allowing us to accept the latter. Acceptance, in turn, enables us to detach from things beyond our control. And detachment gives us the perspective to maintain control over our internal state, regardless of external circumstances. So, in essence, Stoic self-discipline is about understanding and practicing these three principles. It's about cultivating an inner fortress that remains unshaken by the storms of life. It's about realizing that while we cannot control everything that happens to us, we can control how we respond to it. And in doing so, we can lead a life of peace and tranquility, even amidst chaos. Through control, acceptance, and detachment, we learn to navigate the seas of life with Stoic self-discipline. So, adopting Stoic self-discipline can transform our lives in profound ways. Delving into the heart of Stoicism, we find a philosophy that's not only rich and complex, but also quite practical. It's about cultivating a mindset of patience, resilience, and self-control. Stoic self-discipline, in particular, is a path that leads us to a host of benefits. Firstly, it can aid us significantly in achieving our goals. In a world full of distractions and temptations, it's easy to stray off the path, but Stoic self-discipline gives us the strength to stay focused and committed. It encourages us to persevere, to keep pushing forward regardless of the obstacles that come our way. It teaches us to be patient, to understand that success is a long journey and that every step, no matter how small, gets us closer to our destination. Secondly, Stoic self-discipline helps in managing our emotions. It's not about suppressing or ignoring our feelings, but rather about understanding and controlling them. It's about finding the balance between our rational thoughts and our emotions, and using this balance to navigate through life's ups and downs. This control over our emotions leads to inner peace and tranquility, and ultimately a more fulfilling life. Finally, Stoic self-discipline plays a crucial role in personal growth and self-improvement. It encourages self-reflection, urging us to continuously evaluate our actions and decisions. It pushes us to strive for better, to never settle for mediocrity. It promotes a mindset of constant learning and improvement, fostering a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. In essence, Stoic self-discipline is not about denying ourselves pleasure or adopting an ascetic lifestyle. It's about understanding the true value of things, about making conscious choices and taking responsibility for our actions. It's about living life in a more mindful, purposeful way. Stoic self-discipline is a powerful tool for personal growth and a fulfilling life. Mastering the art of Stoic self-discipline is a journey, not a destination. As we delve into this final chapter, let's remember that Stoicism is not a quick fix, but a lifelong commitment to self-mastery. The first step to incorporating Stoic self-discipline into your life is consistency. The Stoics believed that virtue was not a one-time event, but a habit. Like a well-tuned instrument, your discipline needs regular fine-tuning. Be it waking up early, exercising, or practicing mindfulness, consistency is key. Speaking of the mindfulness, this brings us to our next point. The Stoics were masters of living in the present moment. They understood that the past is unchangeable and the future unpredictable, but the present moment is something we can control. Practice being fully present in each task, each conversation, each moment of silence. By doing so, you'll cultivate a deeper sense of focus and calm, essential elements of Stoic self-discipline. Now, you might be wondering, how does one develop a Stoic mindset? Well, it begins with understanding that there are things within our control and things outside of it. The Stoics taught that we should focus our energy on the former and accept the latter. This mindset helps us avoid unnecessary stress and remain balanced no matter what life throws our way. But remember, Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about understanding them, managing them, and not allowing them to dictate our actions. Embrace your emotions, but never let them steer your ship. And lastly, start today. The journey towards Stoic self-discipline is not one to be put off until tomorrow. The Stoics believed that the best time to start was now, so take a step, however small, towards this path of self-mastery today. In the quest for self-improvement, Stoic self-discipline serves as an invaluable compass. Use it to navigate through life's storms, and you'll find yourself standing taller, stronger, and more resilient than ever before.